On with our post-race press conference here at Dover International Speedway. We now welcome our race winner, Joey Logano, driver of the number 22 Hertz Ford. This is Joey's third victory of 2013, fourth victory here at Dover, fourth consecutive victory here at Dover. First driver in NASCAR National Series history to win 4 consecutive races here at Dover. The win today was also the 11th victory this season for the number 22 team and crew chief Jeremy Bullins. 11 victories in a single season is the second most wins by a crew chief in the NASCAR Nationwide Series. So, Joey, talk a little bit about your run out there today in this win.
Yeah, fast race car. I don't know what else I need to say. This Hertz Ford has been, it was really good when we unloaded. And then throughout practice, the track changed on us a little bit. And last night we made some good changes over on the race car. Jeremy and all the guys and the girls on the team did a good job tuning the thing up for me. And we started the race too loose, and then they went for it. These nationwide races are short. You got to make big swings real early, and I feel like Jeremy and I have worked enough together now to, when I say loose and how loose, he kind of knows how much it is. And he made some big swings on this thing and got it pretty close. And then we did one more stop to just kind of fine tune it. And after that second stop, green flag stop that we had, the one green flag stop, it was dialed in pretty good. And just able to run my race and take care of the tires, make sure I was doing the right things in the car, and get another victory. So it's just really cool to get 4 in a row here at Dover. That's pretty awesome. It's been my favorite racetrack ever since I started here. And yes, even when I barrel roll down the back straightaway, it's still my favorite place. And I think we showed it today. So hopefully my Shell Pennzoil Ford tomorrow is just as fast as this one. And if that's the case, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Joining Joey up here is crew chief Jeremy Bullins. Jeremy, talk about this historic day. Obviously, a lot of records set here today. You and Joey have been together a while. This was a fast race car today. Just talk a little bit about what this means to you today.
Yeah, it means a lot that we're continuing to build good cars. This is another brand new car the guys at the shop built. We just keep pushing forward. And like Joey said, the first race here, we learned a lot about, what the car needs for him. I feel like we've learned a lot about, what, like he says, when he says loose, we're learning how to work on it, and we're getting closer with that. And just we talked about it before the race. There was a lot of streaks to be kept alive today, and I think we managed to pull that off. So just a great day on pit road. Guys did a good job. The whole team did an excellent job today.
Okay, we'll open it up for questions. Please raise your hand. We'll get a mic to you. We'll start with Randy up here in the middle.
For Joey and Jeremy, Randy Kovic, Kansas City Star. Talk with Brad about this too. The one trophy Roger Penske doesn't have is the owner's trophy. Brad got the driver's one a couple years ago. So one, what does this mean to you guys? To even though you can't win the driver's title in Nationwide, what does this mean to get Roger that owner's title and just the challenge of doing it with 4 different drivers?
Well, I keep telling everybody, when you think about Roger Penske and his history, it's pretty amazing to think that there's something he hasn't won. So for me, it's a privilege and an honor to be part of the team that's tasked with that goal. And so far so good. We've got 5 weeks to go, and we just got to keep pushing forward, and hopefully we can finish strong and pull that off. And it'd be very special to fulfill that last spot in his trophy case, because it's pretty impressive to start with.
Okay, we'll take our next question from Dan.
Dan Galston, Associated Press. Joey, why do you feel it has been so hard for you to transfer the success you have on Saturday here to Sunday? I think you've had 1 top 5 in 9 races in the Cup, and how do you feel about the rough start to the chase so far?
Well, I tell you what, I really on the Cup side, I really do feel like I've had some strong cars here. I've had a lot of misfortune in the Cup races, but I've had a lot of fast race cars here that are capable of running the top 5, and I've had loose wheels, I've had flat tires, I've had motors blowing up. I've gone through a lot here at this racetrack, and that's why if you look at the stats like you did, you wouldn't know that we ran as well as we did. But we have run really well in this racetrack on the Cup side, and I'm expecting tomorrow to be similar, I hope. And as far as the way the chase has gone, Chicago, we were doing everything we were supposed to do. We got the pole, we were leading laps. Unfortunately, things break on race cars every now and again, and that cost us a really good finish there and a lot of points, obviously. Last week at Loudon is probably my toughest racetrack that I go to. I go from the place I hate the most to the place I love the most this week, and we came out of there with a 14th place finish, which is not good, but for me there is decent, actually. And we come here this weekend. We know we can still run up there. There's still a lot of momentum on this team, and we know what we did to get into Chase and how good we are. And we just got to keep pushing forward and keep fighting. And I always say, that 22 team over there never quits and they never die. And that's what we did to get here. And we're not out of it yet. We can still win it. We got a tough road ahead of us, and we really can't have a bad race in the next 8. But we can still do it. We're not out yet.
All right,
Fat lady's not singing yet. She's warming up her voice, but she's not singing yet.
We'll take our next question from Reed. Go ahead.
Reed Spencer for NASCAR Wire Service. Joey, the way the race played out, the 54 car's decision not to pit under the first 4 cautions really hurt it in terms of having to pit under green again later in the race. Were you surprised, first of all, to see that the race went 160 laps to the finish without another caution? And were you surprised at the rate of speed at which you were able to run him down after that green flag cycled out there?
Yes and yes. They were really fast in the beginning of the race. We were really loose. So I even wanted to stop the stop before that, the caution before that, because we were hanging on. We were pretty loose. But we decided to stay out a little bit longer, and then got that next caution. We took our hit on pit road a little bit, making these big adjustments that we were going to lose, a couple spots, and some guys took 2. And then we were able to drive our way close to the front. And then obviously he didn't pit, so he has to pit earlier than us. And then at that point we have newer tires, so we were able to kind of run back. He was able to pull away, and then we were able to run him back down. And then he pitted one more time, I guess. I don't really know what happened after that. I was just driving in circles as fast as I can. So.
I think after you pitted, at one point he was about 10 seconds ahead, and you were running him down at about a second a lap there.
Yeah, that was and that's that's when we just came out on new tires, and I radioed to Jeremy. I said, "This car's right on. It's right where I need it to be." And that's when you're able to carry really fast lap times. And when your car drives good here, and you have exactly what it needs, when you get to lap traffic, it doesn't even slow you down. But if it's loose like it was, you get to a lap car and you're just kind of stuck and you can't go nowhere. So he had it right where I needed to be, that I was able to pass cars when I got to him and really make up that gap a lot. Because in these nationwide races, having a fast race car is one thing, but being able to get through the lap traffic as quick as possible is key to winning these things.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, we'll take another one from Randy. Go ahead.
Yeah, if I could just follow up, Joey, your thoughts on winning this thing for Roger, being part of it, and Jeremy, can you kind of talk about? I assume you crew chief for all the drivers in that car. Can you just talk about
Who's the best?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite?
See, it's
Am I
funny.
your favorite?
Today you are.
Oh, okay, good.
I told him I got a question the other day about the 4 drivers. If any one of them ever asked who I thought was the best, and I said no, they're all race car drivers. They all think they're the best. So for me, we've looked at this whole season as an opportunity. When you have 4 drivers of the caliber that we've had in this car, it's an opportunity to evaluate where we stand every couple of weeks. Every time we're working on something new, and Joey jumps in, we get a fresh outlook on it. So for us, it's an opportunity, and we look at it as a positive. I mean, it's a great opportunity for us to get a lot of feedback from a lot of good race car drivers.
I don't think everyone realizes how big of a challenge that is, to work with a bunch of different drivers. That's really, really hard to get a hold of, what each driver wants, and when they say things, what that means. And even last week, the first time he's worked with Blaney in a while, and he goes out there and kicks butt in Kentucky. So that's something to be said for Jeremy. He's done a great job with all that. So I think that's a really big challenge. It's I don't think everyone realizes how big of a challenge that is. But also to answer your question about racing for Roger, it's been obviously a dream come true to race for an iconic guy like RP is, and to be in the chase on the Sprint Cup side and running for a championship over there, and then being over here and trying to get him that owner's championship, like you guys said, he hasn't got yet. I would love to be on that list of guys that helped him get that. So we got to, it says 5 to go over here in Nationwide. So 5 more solid races, and we do a good job, we can make it happen. So we'll just obviously be smart through the next ones, and hopefully we can get him to hoist that trophy for us.
Final questions? All right, gentlemen, congratulations on your win today. Thank you very much for your time this
Thanks,
afternoon.
guys.